have a great recipe to share with you today. It's a Mexican-style lasagna. It's basically an enchilada, but you don't roll everything up inside, so it's even more simple than an enchilada. Wait till I show you. The first thing that you want to start out with is 2 cups of grated pepper jack cheese. You could use regular jack, but it adds a little flavor and it's all in there, right? So you don't have to chop up any peppers. Makes it really simple. It's so delicious. I have 1 can of drained pinto beans. You could use any kind of bean you want really, but these are nice and mild. So here's the really cool thing about this recipe. What you do is you take spinach and cilantro and scallions and you grind them up in a food processor and it makes this sauce. Don't worry about being too exact. Everything's getting blended up in there, so don't worry about it. 4 scallions. 1 cup of cilantro. Again, this doesn't have to be too exact either, and you can use the stems this time because it's getting ground up. You know I love the combination of cilantro and spinach. I have a 10-ounce container of baby spinach. I always wash and dry all of my greens no matter where they come from. Even if they say they're triple washed, wash them 1 more time. And these get ground up too in the food processor with the cilantro and the scallions. You're not going to be able to fit it all at once. So just blend it a little bit and then you can add more. A teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Then you can start pureeing and it will break down really fast and then you can add more spinach. Look at that. Oh wait, pressing the wrong button. You're silly. This is amazing. So delicious and fragrant. All right, that I'm just gonna set aside for a few minutes. The last thing that you need to do is layer it. You need an 8x8 pan. I'm making mine in a disposable pan because it's nice and convenient, especially if you're taking it to someone's house. You don't have to worry about washing it before you leave. You can just leave it behind. They're also really great if you want to freeze them. You can put them in the freezer. Some disposable pans come with tops, which is really nice and convenient. This one is non-stick, but I'm gonna spray it with some vegetable oil because I just like to be safe. Step away, spray. Now you're ready. Or now I'm ready anyway. I don't know about you. Are you ready? Get ready. Take your pan, take a few tortillas, 4 tortillas, slightly overlapping into the bottom of the pan, then a layer of beans. Half the beans, half the cheese, half the spinach mixture. You get where I'm going here, right? If you want to mush them down just a little bit, you can. Just makes it a little bit easier to eat. Use a spatula or your hands. And then half the cheese, about 1 cup, half the spinach mixture. Layer that in, just smooth everything into an even layer. And then some salsa. It's 1 cup total for the recipe, so half a cup here. We certainly have some great recipes online if you'd like to print out your own recipe and make some. And then just repeat the layering process. You know the story. More beans, so do the spinach. You don't want it to be too saucy, but the salsa is going to help soften the tortillas and cook them down so that they sort of act like a noodle in a lasagna. And then wrap it with foil. It's gonna bake for 35 to 40 minutes covered and then about 15 to 20 minutes uncovered. You're gonna love it, just you wait. I'm just gonna put this on a rimmed baking sheet. It just makes it a little bit easier to move around in the oven, and then it can go straight into the 375-degree oven for 35 or 40 minutes. Use your time efficiently. While that bakes, I'm just gonna clean up a little bit, put these away for later. It's been 35 minutes now, I can uncover it. Then you let the top get a little brown, a little bubbly. You're gonna wanna make this because it's so easy and so delicious and so fast and so portable, so many things. It's finished, it's golden brown, super fragrant. I'm gonna taste it right now. It's a fantastic dinner dish, but it's actually really good for breakfast. I mean, it depends on what kind of breakfast person you are. For me, it's the ideal breakfast. Take it to somebody's house next time you're invited over for brunch. They're gonna love you. Delicious.